with you, man. It's gonna be a good game.
Hey, well, you and I have done a lot of games over the years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've traveled all over. You and I are not afraid to go hit the road and do playoff baseball games. San Diego to Laredo, McAllen, you name it. I don't know. I can't even think of every place that we have been. You know it?
No, I don't, but it's been a bunch all over South Texas.
Absolutely. And we got a good one for you today. We got a young program that is starting to learn how to put things together in the King Mustangs under the direction of their head coach, Ricky Gonzalez. Moody alum, you know him very, very well. And a really good and talented Flower Bluff Hornet baseball team under the direction of Jesse Butler. Flower Bluff right now holding on to that fourth spot and that final playoff spot coming up as this district play will wrap up here in a couple of weeks, Jake.
Yeah, they're looking really good and got a chance here. They want to get another win and just make sure they cement that spot, get themselves into the playoffs.
They have 2 games coming up versus Miller. I think they play on Monday and then Friday. Flower Bluff does one here and then one over in the Bluff. King have a couple of games left. They got a series coming up against the Carroll Tigers. That's always a fun one. Throw out the records, throw out anything King and Carroll playing. That's always a great one. And we'll be ready to rock and roll here in just a few moments. Let's go down the starting lineup for the Flower Bluff Hornets as the coaches and, of course, the officials are having a conversation at home plate. We can look right there, you see, on your screen. And before we do, let's get to the sponsors real quick, and we'll say thank you to them. I appreciate our coverage with our friends at AEP Texas, FX Game Exchange, G-Tech Communications, and the Taggart Motor Group. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our broadcast this season, sponsoring not only our baseball coverage but our softball coverage as well too. And we've seen some dynamic softball teams. There's some really talented girls here in the Coastal Bend playing, and I'm so glad to have it. Starting lineup for the Flower Bluff Hornets, leading off in pitching is number 4 Benjamin Terry. Batting second, the right fielder number 18 Ray Aguilar. Batting third, the catcher number 2 Bradley Terry. Batting fourth, the cleanup spot, shortstop number 8 Brody Smith. Batting fifth, the center fielder number 1 Colton Englert. Batting sixth, second baseman number 11, Santiago Sutil. Batting seventh, left fielder number 14, Braden Vancini. Batting eighth, the designated hitter number 17, Jacob Wagner. And batting ninth, third base, number 10, Jay Johnson. He's been around, this senior. Johnson's been a fantastic player, multi-sport athlete for the Hornets, not only in baseball but in football as well. And I know he plays basketball too, so he likes to keep busy, Jake.
Flower Bluff Hornets, man, they've got some athletes in all their sports. They do really well in several sports, and baseball no different here, Doug.
Absolutely. Defensively for the Mustangs.
Yeah, let's get the defensive alignment for the home team, the King Mustangs. They're wearing their all whites today. And let's do the outfield left to right. You got Hoagland in left, Reyes in center field, and Christian Science over in right field. In the infield, Cody Westbrook is your first baseman. Ethan Gomez at second. Marcus Obregon is the shortstop, and Justin Lytle at third. Alex Alejandro will be doing the catching, and on the bump today for the King Mustangs, Toby Ritter.
I've seen Ritter once or twice, and he does a nice job. He's pretty good command, a young guy. He'll do well, and we've talked to, I got a chance to talk to Coach Perales a couple of weeks ago. Last week, maybe, they were getting ready for a game, and he said they're trying their best right now to change the culture, and it's been, he said, a little more of a challenge to change the culture than they thought it was going to be initially. And that's not saying anything bad about the young men. It's just you have to work on it day in and day out and be the positive mindset with these guys. And I know that Gonzalez and Perales, along with the rest of that staff at King, is going to be able to do it because those two guys, Gonzalez and Perales, love baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. That entire staff right there, big baseball guys, and
done it at the highest level, too.
Absolutely.
And we're going to have the introduction for the national anthem. We'll stand by for here for a moment. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
In fans of the proper etiquette during flag ceremonies, the United States flag is a symbol of our great country, and accordingly all of us should stand, place our right hands over our hearts, and gentlemen should remove your caps. Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the anthem is played.
smattering of applause here and there, Jake.
It's a nice Saturday afternoon. A bit
That it
cloudy
is.
out, but it's nice. You can see the sun peeking through the clouds.
Now, I can tell you what, though, we sure needed all the rain that we had in here recently.
Definitely.
My yard's starting to look a little bit better. My front yard has just been absolutely horrendous. Some of that carpet grass we've had was starting to take shape and starting to grow a little bit and get some green, and our trees are starting to look pretty good. And
Yeah, we needed that rain.
And of course, here at Cabness, one of the things I thought was really cool is we haven't had any rain in a long, long time. The field looks like it has been washed clean, like it's been scrubbed, like they take that machine and they go up and down and they clean it, whatever. With all the rain did a lot of good. Talked to the grounds crew yesterday. The rain that came in through on Thursday and then yesterday, a little bit had gotten on the mound underneath the tarp for some of it. It was heavy at times. But there was nothing they weren't able to clean up and let it dry out yesterday afternoon. It was when I got here about 10-something this morning, it was already uncovered. They'd already done all the work, so let the sun really help it out. And it looks like it's in good shape today for this game. As you see, Ritter going through his warm-up pitches for the King Mustangs.
So Ritter, Doug, he's got a kind of a 3-pitch mix for him. He's going to be primarily fastball, changeup, but he does have like a curve/slider.
A slurve?
A slurve that he will throw in there. Although the way it was described to me is on occasion it looks very much like a curve. And every now and then, or actually more so it will look like a curveball, but every now and then it'll kind of have some slider movement on it. So it's more so a curve.
Is it as unpredictable as a knuckleball?
I don't think so. So. But the movement on it will change on occasion. And
well, that's good. That's something I have been hoping to see from young men, especially in the high school ranks. If you want to go play college ball, you want to separate yourselves because everybody seems they want to throw hard. That's anybody wants to do. I'm going to throw 90 plus. And I'm going to get in there and I'm going to go. And because I'm throwing 90 plus. Well, if you're throwing straight flat 90 plus, they're going to tee off on you. And you look at guys that have movement, look at the command they have. Look at Pedro Martinez. Look at Greg Maddox. Look at those guys that are able to move, locate, in, out, up, down, moving around where it's unpredictable, but they all look the same.
And it's interesting that you say that as we're about to get started here. Doug, Major League broadcast, they were talking about how in the game of baseball, Major League Baseball, they've not thrown harder than they have now, but yet they've gone away from the fastball so much.
First pitch, slapped out in there. Hoagland giving it a chase. It's off the bottom of the wall. Terry hustling around first to second with a leadoff double. That's the way to start your ball game off pitching. Help yourself out with a leadoff double, Jake.
Yeah, not too shabby. I mean, very, very aggressive right there. Right. First pitch swinging.
So who is calling the pitches? Is it coming from Alejandro or is it coming from the dugout?
And man, I think, Doug, that all of these teams are everything is coming from the dugout.
So when you got that info on the pitch mix, you got that straight from the horse's mouth?
Yes, sir.
Pun intended. Lays down a bunt. The only play, Ritter fires to first. It's offline. They say he's out. They're going to peel to home plate. So Terry is initially at third right now. They're saying that it's a 1-3 putout. Coach Butler, they're going to make him safe. He was overruled. Is that an E?
So I would guess it would be.
An E1. That brings up the catcher, number 2, Bradley Terry. He was one of our players to watch for in the Spotlight, Around the Bases Spotlight magazine. Nice pitch from Ritter. Strike one. Ritter's thrown 3 pitches.
Yeah, literally 3 pitches we've seen.
Runner's going to go. Alejandro throws down to second. He is safe. And Ump looks like he had to duck and get out of the way. It's a 1-1 count. And we're just underway here. KUIS Corpus Christi. You're listening to our South Texas High School baseball coverage with King and Flower Bluff today. One game. We initially had it set for 2. As the pitch comes in, that ball's hit out into the gap out there. One hop, so run will come home. They've got the green light to come around from third. He's hustling home. It's a 2-run RBI single for Bradley Terry. That's easy, right?
They're making it look easy, aren't they?
Here's shortstop number 8, Brody Smith. I would imagine Coach Gonzalez will have to come out, or Coach Perales might have to come out like, hey, settle down a little bit real quick, let's go. Let's get these guys out. 2 hits so far and an error. Ritter's throw to first. Westbrook waiting there. Westbrook's done a nice job for King so far, kind of holding himself in that spot playing first base. Fouls the bunt attempt off. Alejandro's been one of those players we've seen with King for a couple of years now.
Seems like he's been there forever.
Feels like it. Got a big series next week we're going to cover here. Throw to first. Ray and Veterans on Tuesday and on Friday.
Yeah, that is a big series. Seen both of those teams play this season, and that's going to be definitely is an interesting matchup. We'll see how that all pans out. I think both teams have an equal chance against each other.
Yes, and that brings up an interesting point, as I'll get to here in a second. It's a 0-2 count to Brody Smith. Ritter has the call, sets, and out to left field, and that's going to be trouble. It is. To the wall, Hoagland gets it on the 1-hop, throws it in to third, and a double for Smith. Runners on second and third, and nobody out for Flower Bluff. Brings up the 5th batter of this half inning, is center fielder number 1, Colton Englert. So Veterans has Alice still to play to go through with that game. They're playing London right now, and they have the Ray Series and the Alice Coyotes after that. Ray has a couple of games left, but not many with the Veterans. Ray right now is 12-2. Veterans is 10-2. So it could be for the possible potential district championship, but those two teams are up for the top of it. First pitch is outside, ball 1. If it holds on and goes the way I think everyone's anticipating it to go, those two teams playing for the district championship, I was told by Coach Keel, CCISD, that if they split, they'll be co-champs. And if one or the other team wins, they're more than likely to become the district champion outright. I don't want to get too far ahead. They still have to get games against Alice to go play, and Alice is a tough place to go play. That
is a really tough place to play, and that is a scrappy team, man. You can never count those guys out.
They would have had him out, but the ball dropped out of Lytle's glove. As Terry was leaning off the bag.
See the King Mustangs here, Doug, with the infield in.
2-0 King. Nobody out here in the top half of the first.
You got your first baseman, Westbrook, creeping in.
1-1 count to Englert.
And Englert not showing bunt at all right there, swinging away.
The cat and mouse game. Ritter works. It's popped up. Westbrook chasing it in foul territory and makes the grab for Al number 1. Here's Sutil.
Bring up second baseman, Santiago Sutil.
I was hoping to have some stats for Flower Bluff, but they didn't have anything available for it. Unless I was looking at the wrong, they have to go look again. I don't believe they did. We were initially scheduled to have veterans in London here at 3 o'clock. And they're underway. It was here for 3 o'clock, and then they moved it to London's new field over there. So I imagine that's pretty nice. I have yet to call a game there at the new place. Ball hit out hard into left field. That ball is back deep. Hoagland makes a long running grab, tagging up from third and coming home will be Terry. It's 3-0.
Wow, what a nice grab, though, out there by Hoagland. I mean, he had to run a long way. That was over-the-shoulder grab. That ball almost reaching the corner. Ends up being an sac fly as opposed to two runs.
I took my eyes off the play. What happened?
And I don't know either, Doug.
Coach Butler's coming out. Obviously, somebody was off the bag on a throw or something. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll get an explanation here in a moment. Stay with us. Back after this.
Are you bored of your old video games or game console? Head over to FX Game Exchange and find something new from Atari 2600 to PlayStation and Xbox. FX has what you're looking for. Buy, sell, or trade your old games for new ones. They also repair consoles and controllers and discs. So race on over to FX Game Exchange and check out their huge selection of video games, board games, collectibles, and so much more. Happy gaming from FX Game Exchange, 2033 Airline Road.
At GTech 360, we're proudly connecting the South Texas Coastal Bend community. With reliable high-speed internet and state-of-the-art security and alarm systems, your home and business stays seamlessly connected and protected. Enjoy hassle-free setup with free installation, no credit checks, and absolutely no data caps. And if you ever need us, our local support is here 24/7. GTech 360, closing the digital divide, one connection at a time. Give us a call at 361-777-1400.
We're back here at Capitol Field. I'm Doug Kesterson, alongside Jake Vasquez today. Let's get down to the starting lineup and batting lineup for the King Mustangs. Leading off is the left fielder, number 10, Grant Hoagland, who's seen a lot of work already in this ball game. Batting second, the right fielder, number 15, Christian Saenz. Batting third, center fielder, number 9, Aiden Reyes. Batting in the cleanup spot, the third baseman, number 6, Justin Lytle. Designated hitter, number 23, Abel Arreola, batting fifth. Batting 60, first baseman number 21, Cody Westbrook. In the seventh spot, second baseman number 5, Ethan Gomez. Batting eighth, the catcher number 25, Alex Alejandro. And batting ninth, shortstop number 8, Marcos Obregon.
Defensive alignment for the Flower Bluff Hornets. Left to right in the outfield, Vancini, Englert, and Aguilar. Davis at first, Sutil at second. Smith is the shortstop, and Johnson over at third base. Behind the plate, Bradley Terry, and on the mound, Benjamin Terry.
And we do not have an explanation as to what happened. And we all looked down, and I'm not sure what in the world. Okay, he left early. Okay. So it's just 2 runs and not 3. So, okay. Good. I knew we would get an explanation. So then
Not a sac fly.
It was not. You're right. So I'll have to change that on my card here. It's still an F7. Take away the sack and the RBI. And the third run, so Terry was at third, and then he is out. So how do you score that, leaving early? 7-5?
Yeah, I would guess. 7-5, yeah.
Left. Okay. First pitch into strike one. High chop over to short. Fielded. A good throw over, and it picked up. Davis grabs it out of the ground from Smith's throw, and there's one out.
We went out.
On a 6-3 put out. Here's number 15, Christian Signs. Trying to get my glasses adjusted. They were messing with my vision for a second. First pitch is in, strike one. Benjamin Terry on the mound for Flower Bluff. Goes back and fires the outside corner. Nice command so far. All right, that's that rearing back. I'm going to throw a strike. I'm going to nail the corner. High and away, ball one.
Trying to see if Signs will chase right there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go just a little bit further out.
Ball two. I'm not a fan of let's see if he'll chase. I'd rather just challenge and let's go. But ask me.
Don't mess around.
Right? Because when you're on this varsity level, when you're playing against talent and around the Coastal Bend, you're playing the best. You know, and there's a lot of good baseball coming out of this area, which is, that's said all the time. Fouls it off, keeps it alive, it's still full count. You might play some other teams sometimes and you might get them to chase. That way they're not used to seeing pitches and stuff like that, but not this here. We're pretty used to that, I think, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. But I like that don't mess around mentality. It's kind of a bulldog approach, right?
Yes.
Just go right after him.
Let's go. Be efficient. Ball four. So it looked like it might have been an issue as Signs able to sit there and battle and draw a walk. Here's the center fielder number 9, Aiden Reyes. And of course, you know, with the pitch count, I think it's more valuable to be, in my opinion, from observing all these games, calling all these games over the years, is since they've implemented the pitch count.
That's a great point.
You know?
No, that's definitely a great point.
Keep your arm, keep your pitches, because you never know what's going to happen. I've seen it happen with some games where a guy's thrown a lot and he winds up having to get out of the game, and what happens, your relief pitcher comes in and gives up a big run, and you wind up losing the game, or, you know, giving up a run where you weren't in that position, where your guy he's not at his limit anymore. Second throw to first. Of course, he's back safely. Signs. Doesn't have a big lead. Outside, ball one. 1-1. Pretty day for baseball.
Oh, amazing. Beautiful. A little bit of a breeze. You can see the flags whipping around back there, too.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They're not as bad as we've had them lately. My goodness, we've had them where they're blowing straight out to center field. I mean, it's just a good, probably steady 20, gusting 30, 33. Runner goes, high pitch, throw down to second base. Is not in time. That was awful close. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Aiden Reyes. Justin Lytle on deck. 1 out for the Mustangs, trailing 2-0. Fouls it off. Since I got rid of, or not using my boom stand anymore, they have to go find a different place to film. Look. There's a mom down there behind home plate, standing up right up next to the netting. Seemed like no matter what we did all those years, every time I put it there, they would go stand right next to it. And then proceed to cheer
right into it.
Their player on. And there's a strikeout, number 1. Game second out of the inning. for Terry and the Flower Bluff Hornets.
Third baseman, Justin Lytle.
I have since found a ninja clamp, and I can put it up high and out of the way, everybody, and still get the good sound and keep it out of the weather. Big hack from Justin Lytle, strike one.
Over the years, I've noticed you are definitely a gadget guy. And I appreciate that very much. I tend to be a gadget guy myself.
Hey, if I can find ways and things to get certain things done, that's a ground ball. It gets over to off the first baseman's glove. Single in there. He's got the green light coming home. He's safe. 2-1. Signs hustling all the way, helping Lytle out. Lytle gets the RBI, and the Mustangs have cut the lead in half. Here's Abel Arriola, the designated hitter, number 23.
Abel Arriola, DH for the pitcher, Toby Ritter.
That's what I want to see today. I want to see a good game. We've seen a lot of games sometimes that have been very lopsided one way or the other. And first pitch in, strike one. You know, I'll tell you who's improved this year, who is just on the cusp of making the playoffs and have a great opportunity, is the Moody Trojans.
They're really young, Doug. They're really young, but I know they're putting in the work, those kids.
It was a 2-0 loss to Ray earlier, and then it was, what, 11-4, 11-6, something like that last night?
6-2.
Sorry, yeah, 6-2. And strikeout to end the inning. It's third up, but the Mustangs cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 going to the top.
Looking for a vehicle you can trust? Visit the Taggart Group in Portland, right off Highway 181. For over 30 years, they've been helping Coastal Bend drivers find quality vehicles they can rely on. They offer a strong selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Taggart Group are also the only local Big Tex and Liberty trailer dealer. They offer aggressive trade appraisals and will buy your vehicle even if you're not currently in the market to trade. See their inventory at thetaggartgroup.com or call 361-643-6900.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I didn't know it was a blood cancer. It's one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time, and I didn't feel like eating. This can feel scary, but if you know what to look for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you can get in touch with Blood Cancer United. They were there for me, and they can be there for you too.
Back to the action. South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KY.
Back here at Cabinet's top of the second inning, due up for the Flower Bluff Hornets will be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Left fielder number 14, Braden Vancini. Designated hitter number 17, Jacob Wagner. And third base number 10, Jay Johnson. Due up for the Hornets. I like the uniform the Hornets have. They have those gray top and bottoms. It looks like the maroon pinstripes on the gray.
Yeah, they're definitely nice.
With the maroon numbers outlined in white on the back. Not as big as the Alice Coyote numbers. They were here last night. I swear that the numbers were on the back and were like this, so we could read them from here. You can look over there by the far right side wall over in the bullpen. You can see he was warming up or heading down there easily. No question. 2-1 the score, top second. There's that long looping pitch that took a long time to get to the plate. That was his slurve, so to speak.
That's what we're going to call it.
That one dropped in for the strike. So for those listening, I want to make sure that I'm clear with my words. It's not a slur as in a derogatory term. Slurve. A combination slider curve. And most baseball fans know that. Well, hit up in the air. Heading on over is Reyes. And making the grab for one away.
We went out, they'll bring up designated hitter.
Brings up Wagner.
DH is for the first baseman.
I realize sometimes if you say words kind of quickly, someone may not always understand what you say, and I don't think that I'm calling it a slur, but it's a slurve.
Slurve.
Make sure you get the V in there. Ritter's wind up and fouled out of play.
Foul ball out of play. Please bring that baseball back to the nearest dugout.
Nice afternoon. Every now and then we'll hear the wind whipping through the booth, but it's because I have the window open. It's taped and popped up and out of play again. Strike 2. As you see, the new gadgets, the clamps that hold the cameras up for us right in front of you, and they work good.
Yeah.
They work really good here.
I saw you were using those. Though you started using last year, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like them too. Telling you, I'm a gadget guy too, Doug.
Just reaching for it to try to protect the plate. It's a long, long run. Can he get there? No. Hustling down the line.
Yeah, what an effort there by Lytle. He tried to make that over the shoulder grab too.
They're not expensive. They're called Ninja clamps. They're not that expensive. They make them all kinds of sizes for different cameras. And then, of course, our friend Marco Hernandez had an extra camera. So the reason we have a first base cam, if you'll switch to that quickly, like that, that's because of Marco. Sitting around collecting dust, not doing anything. I was like, hey, come on, bring it. Let's see. Let's try it, see if it works. Here at baseball, there's enough room to put it up. A little lazy ground ball to second. Gomez will field it. Throw high and over the head of Westbrook. Alejandro will fire down to second. Got him. So an E4. And then, what was it, a 3-6?
3-6, yeah.
For the second out. Brings up the third base, number 10, Jay Johnson.
With 2 outs, he'll bring up Jay Johnson.
Great hustle by Alejandro, too, to back up over there. Hit up in the air. They were planning more to the left. Going and cannot make the grab. It's off the glove, rolling. It's going to go to the side. Johnson hustles around to second base. And the stand-up double.
Great hustle right there by Johnson. Like you said, that ball did not get very far. I mean, Reyes, he nearly made that grab, and the ball trickled away just a little bit. But great hustle by Johnson to get into second base, Doug.
Excellent. He has good speed. And I know that's one thing. They'll keep him definitely on the bases. What an opportunity now for Benjamin Terry, the pitcher, who doubled to start the ball game off the first pitch he saw. Ritter nails the outside corner, strike 1. Seems like Ritter's a little more comfortable now here in the second.
Yeah, I was noticing that as well, too. You know, a lot of these young men from King, I want to say that definitely the bottom end of their lineup, they just started playing baseball a couple years ago. So like kids that have never played baseball before.
Yeah, no, there's a learning curve, and I know what the point you're trying to make is that they're behind, so to speak, in their with the knowledge and everything. They don't have it all to pick up. And it goes outside again. It counts now 2 balls and 1 strike. We see that with Miller's softball. A big changeover under. They graduate a lot of girls. A new head coach. She's got girls playing for her that have never played before. It's the first time ever playing this year. Pitch is low, ball 3. And it's an amazing thing to see, to watch them, how they grow. They've done a lot of work in the cages, so offensively they're starting to get better. And the defense is coming along. They're not making the silly plays and running around. They're learning the game as they go, which is good to see.
Yeah. And you see that with Miller baseball, too, Doug.
Yeah.
You know, watched a couple of games. I mean, you know, you don't mess around with the Miller Buccaneers again, you know, like in years past, perhaps, you know.
Fly ball back out deep, caught at center field for the third and final out. That was a long, long run. And that's going to end it. No runs for the Flower Bluff Hornets. It's 2-1 heading to the bottom of the second.
This April, your drive makes a difference. During our Drive for Driscoll event, every time you take a test drive at any Sames location in Laredo, Corpus Christi, or across the Rio Grande Valley, we'll donate $10 to Driscoll Children's Hospital. No purchase necessary, just drive. Help us support the children and families who need it most. Visit Sames this April. And Drive for Driscoll. Let's drive for smiles.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cabinets Field, I'm Doug. He's Jake. Jake pulling a game with me first time this season. It's good to have you back in the booth, man.
Man, feels good to be here too, Doug.
I don't have to go to the car wash lately. My truck is shiny clean after all the rain we've had. I went to, what day was it? Was it Thursday I went? Yes, I left the station going to Kingsville to go to Santa Gertrudis Academy for our Student Athlete of the Week. Her name was Haley Ortega, 4.0, outstanding player for the Lions at SGA. I was a mile west of the airport, and it rained on me the entire time from there all the way to Kingsville, all the way on the King Ranch for their batting cages to come back off the King Ranch, come back all the way home until I got to the turn there at Chapman Ranch Road at 70 to come back home. Yeah. Rained the whole time. My truck is definitely clean. And it was heavy in Kingsville. It was pouring in Kingsville on Thursday. First pitch is high, ball one. Westbrook with a little lean back. I don't know that it was as close to his face as I think he thought it was. But he is.
It was coming in hard, though, there, Doug.
His toes are on the line. And strike one. That was a nice pitch from Terry.
Yeah, nice little breaking piece right there.
Westbrook bailing out again. That one was a little closer to him.
He said, Doug, you come down here and stand in this box. Mr. Terry.
I mean.
Mr. Terry's throwing it hard.
Yeah, he is.
He's a big kid.
Off the end of the bat, right over the first baseman, Davis, and a little leaping grab for out number one. Don't know that he needed to jump as high as I think he felt he needed to, but.
One away brings up second baseman Ethan Gummy.
One away. It brings up second base number 5, Ethan Gomez. Low and away, ball one. And a little bit of a wild pitch-ish. I know it's not the right, it's just a ball, but wow.
Kind of yanked it there.
Yeah, he did. That responds back with a strike over the plate. 1-1. Low ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. See if we can catch up on the Eagles and Pirates. Off the end of the bat for strike 2. 1-0 Veterans Memorial over London, bottom of the second inning with 1 out.
That London team, I've seen them, they do know how to come from behind this year. Kind of trailing in some games I've watched. Not got a chance to really see them play in person, but something going on over there.
I think some guys were out of the dugout, and the umpire wanted them back in.
But I've seen a lot of games where London, it looks like, oh no, they're going to take a loss, and these guys will come from behind.
Ball 3. Everybody had a collective groan thinking he went around far enough to be strike 3, but Ball 4. Nice patience at the plate from Gomez. Brings up the catcher, number 25, Alex Alejandro.
Ball, first base. The batter, the catcher, Alex Alejandro, 1 out, runner first.
Terry checks the runner. And I was going to throw to first. I knew he would. I had a feeling that just the way before he threw, he had this move like, okay, I'm not, you know what I mean? It wasn't normal for his pitching routine. Ball hit up in the air. It's wrong ways back. It's a long, long run. Can he get there? He did not. It's to the wall. Alejandro hustling in. He's going to head to third. Safe. An RBI triple for Alex Alejandro.
Tie up the ball game here, Doug. You mentioned you want to see a good ball game. Well,
I do.
It's got the makings of one right here.
I heard the boom. Did you?
I did.
I love those celebrations when they do that.
Drives in Gomez right there all the way from first base to tie up this ball game.
That brings up shortstop number 8, Marcos Obregon. First pitch in, strike 1. The King Mustangs coming in this season are 2-9 in district play. They're 8-16 overall with 2 ties. So it's not a great year for King, and then not where I know where Gonzalez wants to have them at, but you're late in the year. You're playing at the potential 4th seed for the playoffs. And you're hanging in there with them right now.
You see a lot of excitement, Doug, around this King Mustang Ball Club. When I rolled up to the stadium today, did you see the tailgating?
I did. One lady took my spot. I was not happy about it. What are you parking in my spot for? Don't you know that's mine? Here's Grant Hoagland.
Grounded out to the shortstop first time up.
He takes the first pitch, ball 1. Hoagland's been one of these good players. He has learned, like several of the young high school people that I see around in the Coastal Bend, how to promote himself. And a timeout. Going to have a quick conversation. Quickly, they'll give us an opportunity to say thank you to the sponsors, and that is AEP Texas, FX Game Exchange, G-Tech Communications, and the Taggart Motor Group in Portland. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate your support of not only baseball, but our softball coverage and the sports around in the Coastal Bend. If you haven't picked one up, you can grab one at some of the fine businesses. We do have a handful of our hard copy magazines left. If you haven't checked out the digital side, go on our website, micsportsnetwork.com. It's right above the game you're watching this afternoon. You can check it out. The embedded digital media for not only our sponsors, but the clips of the players and the interviews of the coaches. It's good stuff, man.
No, it is. It is. You guys really do need to check that out. It's nothing like, I've not seen anything like that, Doug, in anywhere else. Like, that's some good stuff, man.
Hey, it's a team that helps put all this together, and you are a part of that, my friend.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to do, but definitely, guys, check that out. You'll be really impressed.
Fouled off, strike number 1, 1-1 to count. We're already kind of planning our football magazine. We're going to try to get some pictures done around 7-on-7 time and possibly early part of May. Inside, ball 2. Well, I haven't heard from this guy in a long time. After 2 complete, that's 1, London 0, Mr. Albert Hernandez.
Attaboy, Albert.
He hit me up a couple times during when I was calling the baseball game for the Islanders. It's off the glove. Hoagland gets in. The run comes home. King leads. They're going to call that an error on an E4, so Hoagland reaches on error.
King Mustangs will take the run either way.
Dude, all day. Brings up Christian Signs, who walked, stole a base, and scored the first run of the game for the Mustangs in the first inning. Lays down the bunt. It's fouled for strike one. There's 2 outs and an 0-1 count to Christian Signs, correct?
0-1, yes, sir.
Okay. Throw to first, not in time. Makes it concede a little bit easier. I've been able to get some of those plays. If, say, there's a play at shortstop and they're throwing to first, you can get the ball over there and switching the camera with it. Takes a little time practicing, but definitely want to keep Hoagland close to the bag. And it's still 0-1. I was talking to Coach Keel, and I was like, hey, I would love to suggest some ideas or thoughts. Ground ball right back to Terry. He slips on the mound, gets up, throws over to first to get the third and final out on a 1-3 putout. I'll discuss those with Jake here in a moment, but the Mustangs score 2 in the bottom of the second, lead the Flower Bluff Hornets 3-2. Back in a moment.
I'm Robert Heil with the Heil Law Firm. You probably haven't heard about us yet, but you will. That's because we're doing things a little bit differently here at the Heil Law Firm. We provide the best possible customer service, access to the best healthcare providers, and the best possible outcomes on your case. That's why we've won Caller Time's Best of the Best the last 3 years in a row. Most importantly, we give back a part of every case we win to make our community better. At the Heil Law Firm, we are battling for justice and winning for the community.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
The city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
And take your power. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches.
We are the casually charming.
The collectively cool.
The creatively curious.
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
Back here at Cavness, Doug Kesterson, Jake Vasquez with you. And this is the top of the third inning. King is now leading the Flower Bluff Hornets 3-2. Due up, Aguilar, Derry, and Smith, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Hornets. So one of the things that I wanted to suggest, and I think it's an idea, I don't know if the coaches will go for it and if the committees will agree to it, but I think there needs to be 2 throws to first per game. Because I can call a 9-inning college baseball game and be done in 2 hours and 45 minutes, and we're doing 7 innings here, some games, sometimes 5, and it takes almost 3 hours.
I hear you on that point. When your game starts at 8 or later.
Oh, yeah. First pitch in is a little bit high to Aguilar for ball 1. I just want to speed up the game just a tad. I want to keep the competitiveness in there. Strike 1. I would love to see a pitch clock too, because I think it's really cool, especially with the lines and the rules that go along with it. Seeing strikes and outs happen when they're not ready. Have you kept up with the rules on that any?
With the pitch clock?
Yeah, in college.
No, I have not.
So if the batter's not in the box, and it is not looking at the pitcher with 5 seconds left, it is a strike.
So it's very similar to MLB. Yeah.
Very, very similar. High ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I know one thing. Some of these kids, of course, jokingly, that's realistically not possible, but the whole challenge.
Right. Yeah, that's.
And you see a lot of that, these kids in the dugouts where they will tap their head,
Right, no.
Jokingly.
At this level, I don't think it's as hard to track the ball as it is in the major league level. When you got guys throwing almost 100 miles an hour, it's a little hard to track that ball, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Here's Bradley Terry,
Who brings up the catcher, Bradley Terry.
who's singled and then was thrown out because he tagged up early. Called out, excuse me. Recorded an out because he left early. No, but I've seen some of those ones happen. I'm like, what in the world are you guys doing? When the pitch is right in the heart of the plate and they call it a ball. And they're all like, okay, no big deal. It's like, it's a ball. I'm like, where was that not, you know, like right stomach area? It's like, how's that a ball?
Right at the belt.
Yeah, pretty much. Lazy little hit and fly out into the gap. It's going to roll. Picked up. They had him the green light for the moment. Then they hold him up at third. So you have runners. Aguilar is going to hold up at third. And Terry is at first with a single. So 2 for 2 for Bradley Terry. Here's Brody Smith.
Little hit and run action right there.
Right.
Couldn't have worked more perfectly for the Hornets.
And I know that's what Coach Jesse Butler's been working on with this team. You know, because year in and year out back in the day, Flower Bluff was just a perennial playoff team. They were good. And you know, when you went over there to battle, this is going to be a long day. They're getting back to that form. They're starting to look like a team like that. That's the first mound visit. Is there anybody going to the bullpen?
I don't see anybody out there.
So we'll have to watch that and see if they send somebody, or is it going to make a position change?
You are listening on the radio, 3-2 King Mustangs, but the Hornets are threatening first and third. Nobody out here in the top of the third inning. And that was a visit from Coach Gonzalez, not Coach Perales.
So one more, and Mr. Hoagland has to check out of the game. Pitching. Sorry, not Hoagland, not my bad. Ritter, my bad. I was watching Hoagland out in left field. Hoagland's not leaving the game. He might come in to pitch, who knows? There's been activity in the Hornet bullpen. That hit in a long, long way, and that's going to be foul. Right when the Hornet combo coming back from the bullpen, walking back down, they were like, uh-oh, uh-oh. You see that ball start heading their way for the moment. Pitch was a little high. Ball 1-1. Aguilar making a couple of dance moves over there at third. Wants to come in and try to wreak a little havoc and be some type of distraction.
Ritter left. He's got his back to him, but you see him giving him a look.
Throw to first, and of course he's back safely.
Defensively for the Mustangs, Justin Lytle over at third base. He's in on the infield green. Westbrook, of course, holding the runner. Middle infielder's back.
Lefty on a lefty. Right back. Ritter's only plays to first. The run does come home, and we're tied. One, three put out. And it does get the runner second. So Smith with the RBI, the sack bunt.
With one out, runner at second, brings up
Terry's at second, one away. Brings up the center fielder, number 1, Colton Englert, who popped up over in foul territory by first. Westbrook making the grab in the first inning. Tied at 3. Ritter checks the runner at second and a tad high. Good pitch.
Yeah, that was a good pitch too. Just a little bit too high.
Lays down a bunt again. Ritter only played at first. 1-3 once again. Runners at third. It's a back-to-back bunts to get a runner at third. You're tied at 3. And Sutil popped out to left his first at bat. Gamesmanship going on. Ritter's first pitch is high for ball 1.
My scorebook's a mess, but Sutil double his first time up?
No.
No.
He flied out.
He flied out. Okay.
It was going to be initially the sac fly. But remember, the Terry left early.
Okay, that was Sutil.
2-0 count to Sutil now here in the third.
I'm still making rookie mistakes over here, but we're getting it.
And popped right out to center field and making the grab for the third and final out is Reyes for the Mustangs. We're tied going to the bottom of the third inning. Stay with us.
Are you bored of your old video games or game console? Head over to FX Game Exchange and find something new from Atari 2600 to PlayStation and Xbox. FX has what you're looking for. Buy, sell, or trade your old games for new ones. They also repair consoles and controllers and discs. So race on over to FX Game Exchange and check out their huge selection of video games, board games, collectibles, and so much more. Happy gaming from FX Game Exchange, 2033 Airline Road.
At GTech 360, we're proudly connecting the South Texas Coastal Bend community. With reliable high-speed internet and state-of-the-art security and alarm systems, your home and business stays seamlessly connected and protected. Enjoy hassle-free setup with free installation, no credit checks, and absolutely no data caps. And if you ever need us, our local support is here 24/7. GTech 360, closing the digital divide, one connection at a time. Give us a call at 361-777-1400.
Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cabinets Field. I'm Doug. He's Jake. And we got a tie ball game. This has been fun so far. Tied at 3 here in the bottom of the third inning, leading off for the Mustangs. Aiden Reyes, Justin Lytle, and Abel Areola, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Mustangs. See Coach Perales kind of making his way onto your camera shot, heading over to first base. These good people. A lot of these coaches that we met are, and I'm not saying that they're not if we say one is like that, but knowing him, talking with him, knowing what they're trying to accomplish and what they want to do with these young men. Carrying on a tradition that was passed on to them, you know, from back in the day. Who was his coach? Perales' coach at Moody.
It was Coach Gallegos.
I was going to say I thought it was Gallegos. And I thought maybe it might have been Castillo, but Castillo might have been a little too early for him.
Yeah.
First pitch is ball 1. And, of course, Gallegos with Salinas at A&M Kingsville softball. Congrats to Coach Salinas, too. 100 wins. How about that?
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
We were traveling. My goodness, where were we going? I think we were going to Dallas, take on East Texas A&M. I think we were in the airport. We're going to head that way or whatever we were doing. The Javelinas were on the same flight as we were, and they were going to a tournament somewhere. I think they were heading to Colorado. They needed to go to DFW to go to Colorado. We were all on the same flight, and I had a great opportunity to talk to not only him but Coach Gallegos both. And standing in line at the airport, there, the new Islander staff are looking at me like, "How do you know these guys?" We go way back, way back.
Two really, really good baseball minds right there, and
high chop, a long way, no throw. Reyes with an infield single.
The other day they were congratulating Coach Salinas on the news, and
it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
And the mention was, Salinas of the first family of baseball here in Corpus Christi.
Well, yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool the way they put it.
It's true. Wouldn't you think? Wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, you just look at him. MJ Rodriguez. He's what, an assistant at Veterans now?
Mm-hmm. Paula Salinas.
Head coach of softball.
Yeah, head coach of softball.
MJ's mom. You have Trey Salinas just helping out over at London.
Mm-hmm.
With Aiden Salinas playing. And speaking of, Aiden Salinas, a student athlete of the week for us earlier this year. Multi-sport athlete.
A lot of big baseball families here in Corpus Christi.
Yes, there are. But when you talk about baseball in this area, you talk about the Salinas family, you cannot just not mention that. Strike one into Lytle. Coach Salinas was head coach at Moody, obviously. Coach Castillo.
Yeah, Coach Hector Salinas actually started the baseball program there at Moody. So
started the baseball program at A&M Corpus. Started the baseball program at A&M Kingsville. Oh, 0-1 to Justin Lytle, who singled his first at bat today, so he's 1 for 1. Takes the second pitch in for strike 2. Low and away for ball one. Well, after 3 complete, Eagles lead the Pirates 1-0.
Speaking of the Pirates and the Eagles, we were speaking about both of them.
Yeah. It's kind of a nice way to tie it all in together, right? The big old bow tie. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in our game, and we're tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning between King and Flower Bluff.
Coach Orlando Salinas' son, Little O, went to King, was part of the King Mustangs when...
Struck him out looking. 4th strikeout of the ball game for Terry. That brings up the DH, Abel Arriola, who was a strikeout victim.
My scorecard here, I put Alex Arriola. That is Abel's dad, who I happen to know.
Played at Moody?
Yeah, played at Moody. He was on that 2004 state championship team.
Man, has a big banner out there, huh? Ground ball into the glove. They didn't get one. They didn't get either. Wow. So you have runners at 1st and 3rd, and that is going to be an E on Flower Bluff, correct? An E6, and he's patting his chest, isn't he? Brody Smith's like, hey, that's my bad.
Yeah, yeah.
That's 2 errors. That player just won.
And 2nd and 3rd here for the Mustangs.
And E6 brings up Cody Westbrook, who popped out to 1st.
Cody Westbrook. 1 out, running second and third.
Infield drawn in for the Flower Bluff Hornets.
Ground ball on the glove. You're going to throw it home. They got him. They got him. That was pretty clear. I know he's wanting to challenge it, but that was a 4-3, 4-2?
4-2.
He didn't miss the tag. They said he didn't miss the tag. Westbrook reaches on a fielder's choice, so you have runners at first and third again, now with 2 outs. Ethan Gomez walked and scored a run in the second inning. We're tied at 3 between Flower Bluff and King. They got Westbrook leaning the other way, picked him off. Wow. 1-3. PK. How about that? Top of the fourth coming up, tied at 3.
I'm Robert Heil with the Heil Law Firm. You probably haven't heard about us yet, but you will. That's because we're doing things a little bit differently here at the Heil Law Firm. We provide the best possible customer service, access to the best healthcare providers, and the best possible outcomes on your case. That's why we've won Caller Time's Best of the Best the last 3 years in a row. Most importantly, we give back a part of every case we win to make our community better. At the Heil Law Firm, we are battling for justice and winning for the community.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
The city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
Integrate power. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches.
We are the casually charming,
The collectively cool.
the creatively curious,
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
Here we're back at Cabinets Field. Let's get a score update in from London. Jordan Garza smacks a solo home run. The Eagles now lead 2-0. We're tied here between the King Mustangs and the Flower Bluff Hornets at 3 runs each. And leading off this inning,
Top half of the fourth inning.
Vancini, Wagner, and Johnson, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up.
Vancini.
Ritter back out on the mound for the Mustangs. The lefty. A swing and a bit of contact from Vancini. Because I heard the double thunk.
Yeah, I heard it too. Little foul tip.
Low ball 1. That was about 59 feet.
About 59.
Maybe 59 and a half. I don't know. Goes outside for ball 2. One softball game earlier today there when I got here. I don't know when it started, but they've been done for a while now. It counts 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Tell you who's turned around the program in softball is Moody's softball. They're outstanding.
Are they really? I haven't been
Yes.
able to see any softball games this season.
Right back to Ritter. Throws it over to first. A 1-3 put out.
One out, brings up Jacob Wagner.
Huh. First pitch into Wagner is strike 1. He had turned like a lean back. It almost looked like Wagner wanted to
That
draw the
shoulder out in
contact.
there,
You know,
yeah.
like, I can't see if I can get hit or not, if I can get on. Fouled off, strike 2.
playing. Isn't it? Baseball Premier Fella.
Ritter's wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Lazy little fly. It's a long, long run for everybody, and he won't get there. Hoagland can't get there in front of him. Keeps it in front of him, however. Kind of like reached up, kind of knocks it down.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to take a big bounce, and he just kind
Right.
of batted it down a little bit.
He's going to bring up third baseman number 10, Jay Johnson, who doubled his first at-bat. He was left on the bases.
All tied up here in the fourth inning. Cabinets Field, 3-3.
Foul ball. Johnson trying to rip it down the line. Looked like it was going to stray straight for the moment.
Yeah, it was almost successful in that attempt right there.
Albert trying to bring in some information that Moody's gave the record and said they had vets had to walk them off the other day. I did that game with.
Yeah, we were watching here from scoreboard watching anyway.
Yeah. That was a fun game. Definitely a fun game to be a part of. You look forward to those super competitive games. You know, we're like, oh, hey, this is what it's going to be. You know, both teams are primed, and that's one of the biggest turnarounds, I think, from last year to this year. Improvement. Huge. And I don't know what Coach DeLeon's doing. She's got a bunch of girls that play.
She's actually got a Perales on that team.
I saw that. And what relation is that to Justin?
That is Justin's cousin.
Okay. Well, I knew it's not his daughter.
Julia. Yeah.
I didn't think it was his sister. And I couldn't just assume right off the bat. Runners goes. Swing and a miss, and the throw down is not in time.
Yeah, his youngest, his uncle, the youngest one, Stevie, that's his daughter, Julia. She, I believe, is a senior this year. A good little softball player.
They don't have a ton of upperclassmen on it. I know they got a bunch of freshmen. I've seen that through all of softball around in the area. A ton of freshman girls playing. Ton.
That's great news for local softball, right?
Johnson could not lay off of that. Goes down swinging for the second out. And back to the top of the order for Benjamin Terry, who doubled and flied out today. So he's 1 for 2 with a run.
Two down here in the top of the fourth inning, tied up at 3.
He's going to courtesy run.
It's like number 23.
Yep, and let's pull that up. That is Englert. It's not Colton Englert. It's another Englert.
Kingston Englert, the first runner, second.
Terry standing tall, facing Ritter for the third time in this game. Here in the top half of the fourth, tied at 3. First pitch is high, ball 1.
Doubled on the very first pitch of the ball game, Doug.
Yeah, it was. 1 pitch, 1 hit.
Got bunted over to second on the second pitch of the ball game.
He pops that up. That's a long run for Signs out in right field, but he goes and makes the grab. That was a long, long run for that one. An F9 to end it. They leave a man stranded once again. Bottom fourth coming up.
This April, your drive makes a difference. During our Drive for Driscoll event, every time you take a test drive at any Sames location in Laredo, Corpus Christi, or across the Rio Grande Valley, we'll donate $10 to Driscoll Children's Hospital. No purchase necessary, just drive. Help us support the children and families who need it most. Visit Sames this April and drive for Driscoll. Let's drive for smiles.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cabinets Field, DJ Harvey on the ones and twos, dropping in some good jams today. Different jams today. Leading off for the Mustangs is number 5, Ethan Gomez, followed by number 25, Alex Alejandro, and number 8, Marcos Obregon. The 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Mustangs. They were knocking on the door just a moment ago. Westbrook got caught leaning towards second when the throw to first. They will pick him off, and that is is Terry still on the mound? He is.
We were talking earlier, Doug, about, I mentioned to you that the, bottom half of this King lineup, these are the guys that don't have a whole lot of baseball experience, but I'm looking at my scorebook here, and these are the guys that have driven in the runs,
Have
kind of gotten it
produced.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a question. I asked Marcos this last night, and I'm sure when Albert has it, he'll bring his opinion in, but those of you watching along or whatever, you can hit us up and let us know. MICSportsNet@gmail. First pitch, slow roll to second, throws over to first, and there's one away. So here's my question for you. Are you a traditional lineup, if you were a manager or a head coach of a team, high school, college, would you stay traditional with your lineup, meaning your top 4 guys, your best, you start at 5 and 6, and your bottom of the order traditionally, or would you be a little more aggressive and change it up? Would you space them out and do it, strong hitter, not so strong, strong, not so strong, strong, not so strong? Strike 2.
I think that I'm kind of a numbers guy. I think I'd play to the numbers more than anything else, more than being traditional, so to speak. Ooh,
Wanted to call time, and
yeah.
Alejandro wasn't granted that, so he kind of leaned back and was like, hey, come on, sir. We got to work together. 1-2. Ball 2. I don't know. I think it would depend,
Yeah, I think so too. I think it would depend on, I watch a lot of.
Alejandro goes down swinging.
Watch a lot of Major League Baseball, and you see the lineups, and there's a little both, right? You see some lineups that never change, and then you see there are some lineups that, obviously, I watch a lot of Yankees baseball, and Boone will, the other day he put in Ahmed Rosario, who hadn't played, he just had a hunch, and he rewarded him with 2 home runs in that ball game. So sometimes I think you just you got to play to the numbers. And I think that, because I'm kind of a numbers guy to begin with, I think that's kind of what I would do.
I'm just curious how you thought. Albert said, keep it the same, don't ever change it. I meant, like I said, if you're going to set your line for the year, if you're going to do it not just per game, per day, but my point is, or my question is, strong, not so strong, versus your leadoff guy that's good at getting on base is that leadoff guy no matter what. Second, third, like your fourth guy, your cleanup guy, is typically the one that you want your best hitter that you've got in your line, the best batting average. Do you space some of those out, Because I mean, you're playing the top 9. You're playing the best 9 no matter what. It's the ground ball over to short, picked up and thrown over by Smith. 3 up, 3 down, 6-3 to end the bottom half of the fourth. Tied at 3 going to the 5th. Stay with us.
Looking for a vehicle you can trust? Visit the Taggart Group in Portland, right off Highway 181. For over 30 years, they've been helping Coastal Bend drivers find quality vehicles they can rely on. They offer a strong selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Taggart Group are also the only local Big Tex and Liberty trailer dealer. They offer aggressive trade appraisals and will buy your vehicle even if you're not currently in the market to trade. See their inventory at thetaggartgroup.com or call 361-643-6900.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I didn't know it was a blood cancer. It's one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time, and I didn't feel like eating. This can feel scary, but if you know what to look for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you can get in touch with Blood Cancer United. They were there for me, and they can be there for you too.
High school baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cavness Field. Top of the 5th inning. Tied at 3 between Flower Bluff and King. This turned out to be a pretty good ball game so far. Some hits. Some stolen bases. Some errors here and there. Due up. Expect Aguilar, Terry, and Smith, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, due up for the Hornets here in the top 5.
Lead off the top half of the 5th inning, Ray Aguilar, the right fielder.
Ritter's first pitch. Hit that one fair. That's inside the line, rolling to the corner. Aguilar going to third, easy. I don't know that he needed to slide at third.
I was about to say the same thing, but man, he can fly, Doug. Pretty speedy guy, Aguilar.
Reyna last night for Miller hit an inside the park home run. He hit it into the gap. It was all the way to the wall, and that kid was around them bases a tad faster than Aguilar was. And I thought for sure they were going to pick him off at home, but his speed helped him get underneath it. It's close. Probably closer than it needed to be. 2 for 2 tonight is Bradley Terry. Today. Ritter's pitch is on the outside part. Ball 1.
And with the runner over at third base in this tied ball game, King Mustangs are going to draw their infield in.
Outside for ball 2. Ritter's next offering. Fouled off. His off-speed stuff is... They're trying to get... I think the Hornet batters are starting to get a pretty good timing on it.
Yeah, it's taken them a little while, and not a lot of velocity right here from Ritter. And you're right, Doug. I think it's just taking them a little while to get their timing down.
Ball hit up, and Hoagland having to run up and make the grab. Wanted to tag from third, and a good throw. Well, Hoagland getting that in quickly for out number 1.
We went out, runner at third. It brings up Brody Smith, shortstop.
Here is Brody Smith, who doubled and laid down a sac bunt. He smacks the first pitch. Not very hard either. Oh, my goodness. It drops. Here comes the run home. Hornets take the lead. They're going to throw back. They did not get him. Westbrook said he tagged him. I can clearly see he did not tag him. He missed it by this much. By about 1.5 feet or so.
It's a little blooper in that, you know, that's it's one of the risks you take with that infield drawn in. You know, that Gomez, man, he gave it every effort that he could, just kind of drops between him and Christian Sainz for a base hit and a run scores to untie the ball game.
Englert's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Ritter's pitch, a little bit low, ball 1. Smith didn't see a lot of pitches either. They're sitting there waiting on him. Now Ritter's starting to take a long time. I expect time to be called. And I was wrong. Took something off of that one, had him out in front for strike 1. 1-1 the count. And a throw to first once again. Huh. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Trying to get some stats. I realized that King's got some stats lined up here. Ritter's a junior with a 2.12 ERA coming in to today's game. Struck him out. Englert could not lay off of that one.
With 2 outs, runner at first, brings up.
Second strikeout of the ball. Huh?
He's done a really good job, Doug, kind of just keeping him off balance. Like we said, you know, you mentioned earlier that, you know, it seems like they're timing him up a little bit, but still got a few of them off balance right there.
Coming into he had walked 11, struck out 18. Here is Sutil, who is 0 for 2. Fly out to left, fly out to center. First pitch to him, strike 1. Ritter's trying to control the game on his own pace. Runner goes. Alejandro's throw. Got him. Wow, they got out of the inning on a throw down to second. Sutil will continue his at-bat, and that is a 2-6 putout to end the inning. Bottom 5th coming up. Mustangs trail the Hornets 4-3. Stay with us.
Are you bored of your old video games or game console? Head over to FX Game Exchange and find something new from Atari 2600 to PlayStation and Xbox. FX has what you're looking for. Buy, sell, or trade your old games for new ones. They also repair consoles and controllers and discs. So race on over to FX Game Exchange and check out their huge selection of video games, board games, collectibles, and so much more. Happy gaming from FX Game Exchange, 2033 Airline Road.
At GTech 360, we're proudly connecting the South Texas Coastal Bend community. With reliable high-speed internet and state-of-the-art security and alarm systems, your home and business stay seamlessly connected and protected. Enjoy hassle-free setup with free installation, no credit checks, and absolutely no data caps. And if you ever need us, our local support is here 24/7. GTech 360, closing the digital divide, one connection at a time. Give us a call at 361-777-1400.
On News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cabinets Field, it's the bottom of the 5th inning. Of course, tradition deep in the heart of Texas here. 4 claps, not 3. Real Texans know that. Jake does.
I'll clap it.
In your heart, you are, right?
I am. Tapping my fingers anyway.
Hornets lead the Mustangs 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And 2-up, we're back to the top of the order. Here's Grant Hoagland, who's over. He was grounded out and reached on an error.
Looks like they
It's the first pitch high. Long run and into the far stands and bullpen batting cages area.
Looks like they sent Coach Garcia out to first base. Is switched up with Coach Perales when they're looking for some runs. Got to switch it up sometimes, Doug.
See? That's kind of my point.
That was the point you were trying to make.
High and inside for ball one, 1-1.
Grant Hoagland, the batter.
I think baseball people are probably the most superstitious.
I know.
Myself included.
I'm not saying you should be. I mean, you got to do things different sometimes if it's not working. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Might have been a generous call. Hoagland coming into today's action with a .243 batting average, 17 hits on the year, 7 RBI, 4 doubles, and a triple. Hoagland goes down swinging. Took something off of that one. Terry has done a nice job pitching today in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts in this ball game. Brings up Christian Signs.
Heard a broadcaster one time, Doug said, they were talking about do you or do you not mention, no hitter or perfect game, during the ball game, and he said, well, I want you to know right now that if what I say has that much impact on the game, I'm not getting paid enough.
That's true. Long, deep in the hole. Not in time. I had a feeling he would beat that one out. Science hustling down the base pass once again.
And that was a great job there, too, by Brody Smith.
Yeah, it was.
Fielding that one and getting that, ball out of his glove quickly.
It was deep on the far edge of that infield section to the outfield. I mean, there was nothing he could do.
Yeah, absolutely nothing he could do. Great play there by Smith.
Throw to first. They've already picked one guy off today. This brings up center fielder number 9, Aiden Reyes, who struck out and singled. And was thrown out at home. It's a 1-0 count to Reyes. It was an okay lead off of first, but they're really trying to make sure that you're not going to get too far away on them, are you? Ground ball is one the other way. The only plays over at first. It gets away again. Runners will go to second and third with one out. Smith has had a little bit of a rough game today with his throws.
Yeah, after that really nice play, he's just, like you said, he's had a little bit of difficulty with the throws.
Granting time to get the, the batting gear off. Reyes will hustle back to second base. Brings up Justin Lytle, who singled and struck out today.
Mustangs trailing 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th, but second and third, and the Hornets are going to bring the infield in. One out.
Some rain expected overnight, I think. First pitch is in, strike one. He's done a nice job. Benjamin Terry bringing those in from time to time. He's worked a lot today. He's been ahead in the count quick. 1-1.
Terry and Terry, are they brothers? Do you know, Doug?
Yes.
So I imagine this is a backyard.
Pretty much. They were both in our magazine.
Backyard scenario right here.
They were at Whataburger Field that day with you guys. Big swing and a miss. Terry's doing a nice job of keeping his pitches looking the same. His delivery. Strike three, got him looking the second time in this ball game. Brings up Arriola, who reached on an error his last at bat and struck out in the first. 7 strikeouts for Terry. High chop. They've done that quite a few times. There's really not much. Nothing to do. The run comes home. Throw back to third. Arriola reaches on a fielder's choice. Science comes home. We're tied at 4. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Jake, how about that again? Here's Westbrook, who flied out, reached on a fielder's choice, and was picked off leaning the other way.
Third will bring up first baseman Cody Westbrook.
Westbrook, that big kid. A 162 batting average coming into today's game. A great opportunity to do something good. Check swing, it didn't matter, it's strike one. Throw to first, not in time. He's got a good move. Terry's got a quick move to first.
Just about to say the same thing. He's got a really nice move over to first base. Mustang runners better stay on their toes. Arriola over there.
Westbrook with an awkward swing. He knew it too. Again, struck him out to end it. 8 strikeouts in the ball game from Bradley Terry. My goodness. Sorry, Benjamin Terry. Bradley Terry's behind the plate.
1 run.
It's okay.
1 hit, 1 error.
We're tied at 4.
Left from base.
Top 6 on the way. Stay with us.
I'm Robert Heil with the Heil Law Firm. You probably haven't heard about us yet, but you will. That's because we're doing things a little bit differently here at the Heil Law Firm. We provide the best possible customer service, access to the best healthcare providers, and the best possible outcomes on your case. That's why we've won Caller Time's Best of the Best the last 3 years in a row. Most importantly, we give back a part of every case we win to make our community better. At the Heil Law Firm, we are battling for justice and winning for the community.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
The city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
Integral power.
We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches.
We are the casually charming,
The collectively cool.
the creatively curious,
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cavness Field. Ritter back out on the mound once again. Sutil will keep his at bat. He's flied out twice, once to left and once to center. Here in the 6th inning, we're tied at 4. Nice looking day here at Cab.
Toledo, the top of the 6th inning, Santiago Tripidi.
Here's the first pitch from Ritter. Ground ball to Gomez. Easy throw to first. One pitch, one out.
One out, they'll bring up left fielder, Brayton Benzini.
There was a play last night. I don't remember. I think it was Miller's defense. They hit a ground ball to second. They got it out of the glove, out of the transfer easy. Everything was going good. And just a real lazy throw over to first. It barely beat the runner going down. I was like, you might need to put a little bit more oomph on that one. First pitch into Vancini is low for ball one. It made it a much closer play than it needed to be. And I think you can get in your mind's eye what I'm trying to describe. It was just a real lazy little lob. Foul ball. 1-1. I was like, ooh, hold on, ooh.
Too close right there.
Yeah, that was much closer than it needed to be. But good hustle from the Alice Coyotes going down the line. I mean, they play hard.
They do. They're a tough ball club every year.
Fouled off. They're going back to Class 4A. King will be Class 4A next year, along with Miller and Moody.
It's going to look a lot different.
Seen a lot of different teams come through here next year.
Yeah, CCISD split into 2 districts. I believe the
3.
5A.
3 districts.
3 districts. For baseball, though. For baseball, I believe it's only 2. Maybe for football, because football does that
football's
whole,
3.
Yeah. But baseball doesn't. It's just a weird thing.
I'm trying to remember what I looked at, and maybe Albert will pull it up here and send it in a second, but I think they're trying to remember who was in the district last year. I know Victoria East and West are both back in it.
Yeah, they're in it with. So in baseball, they are in it with the 5A, the teams that stay 5A. So it's in football that they do that whole Division 1, Division 2. They split you even in district play. And in baseball, they don't. They wait till playoffs to split you up.
But we'll see Class 4A. We'll see 5A Division 1 and 5A Division 2.
And I believe London is going to be in that 4A district with
the
CCISD schools, along with Port Lavaca.
Struck him out. How about that? Strikeout number 3 of the game for Ritter. Brings up the DH, Jacob Wagner.
I believe it was Port Lavaca, Rockport, Fulton.
Right.
London.
I saw those the other day, and I don't remember what they are. Fouled off and out of play.
Foul ball out of play. Please bring that baseball back to the near trailer.
I think it'll be on our MIC one. It's ground ball to Gomez. Throws over to first. And that's the 3rd out. So 3 up, 3 down. 2 plays it short and a strikeout in between. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning, tied at 4. Stay with us.
This April, your drive makes a difference. During our Drive for Driscoll event, every time you take a test drive at any Sames location in Laredo, Corpus Christi, or across the Rio Grande Valley,
we'll donate $10 to Driscoll Children's Hospital.
No purchase necessary, just drive. Help us support the children and families who need it most. Visit Sames this April and drive for Driscoll. Let's drive for smiles.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
We're back here at Cabinets Field. It's the bottom of the 6th inning, and Jake and I were furiously looking into commercial, 60-second commercial break on the districts we're talking about for the King Mustangs coming up. It'll be King, London, Miller, Moody, Ingleside, Port Lavaca, and Rockport in a district. Alice, Beeville, Calallen, TM, Kingsville, and Robstown in another district. That's a battle right there, huh?
Yeah. So the 5A, you got Carroll, Flower Bluff, Veterans Memorial, Ray, Gregory Portland, and Victoria East and West.
How many teams are that again? 7? 8?
7 teams.
Okay.
7 teams.
Due up
So
is
this is
Ethan
a tough
Gomez,
district right there.
Alex Alejandro, and Marcos Obregon, the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Once again, they've done it every time. They did it in the 2nd inning. They did it in the 4th inning. Now here in the 6th.
That's a tough district right there. Those are some tough schools.
Repeat the teams.
You got Carroll, who is up and coming. They're going to, I think, do a lot better next season. Strike one right there. Called on Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Carroll. You've got Bluff, this team, the Hornets. You've got Veterans Memorial and Ray. Gregory Portland.
East and West.
And East and West. That's a tough district right there.
Victoria East is good. If that hits Gomez, he'll head down to first base. East has been in the top 25 a majority of the season this year.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that is a really tough district right there. The 5A district.
Might be a shakeup in the top team who might be a district champion for the next 2 years with the East back in.
Yep.
But, I mean, of course, you still got to play the games. They're not taking anything against Ray and Vets, but now it's a 3-way race for the first spot, and along with a really good GP team coming back.
Yeah.
And a really good Bluff team. There'll be a good team or two not making the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. In that district?
Yeah.
For sure.
A winning team. Wanted to bunt. Pulled the bat back, but it didn't matter. It's strike one to Alejandro, who had a triple and a strikeout today.
Showing bunt right there draws Johnson, the third baseman, in from third base. Middle infielders, of course, double play depth. You've got Davis holding the runner at first. And now showing bunt, you got the second baseman coming all the way in.
Foul ball.
Sutil.
Yeah, Albertson pulling in said Victoria East top 50 all classifications. Veterans Memorial has been in it, dropped out of it, and is back in it at number 50, at least going into this week.
Notice Coach Garcia back out at first base, so
right.
You got to stick with what works, right?
Of course. The Eagles still leading the London Pirates 2-0 in the top half of the 6th inning. Alejandro squaring up. They're going to throw to first. He didn't get him.
See if Sutil comes in. Showing bunt early.
Ground ball to short. Smith throws another error. My goodness. Not an afternoon that young man wants to have.
And you got to think, Doug, at this point, it's just in his head.
Five errors today, and I think there are 4 of them committed by Smith at short.
It's going to put runners on the corners now for
with
the
nobody
Mustangs.
out.
Yeah. In a tie ball game. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here, Doug. Number 27, is that correct?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Give us a swing there, kid. Yeah,
Jaden
27.
Olivares.
Jaden Olivares.
He will pinch hit for Obregon, who was 0 for 2 in the ball game.
First pitch is low, ball 1. King with an opportunity to take a run or two. If they can get 3 up, 3 down in the top 7, they'll end it early and pull off a win against a very good team. And there's strike 1, but I know the Hornets are going to try to slam the door. Runner goes down to second. I was waiting on the throw of Terry. I thought he was going to throw to second. He pulled back and pumped, and then looked at third to see if he can get the guy at third, and nothing doing. So 1-2 count to Olivares. Runners at second and third now with nobody out. Strike 3 got him looking. Strikeout number 9 for Terry.
Who went up? He'll bring up Grant Hoagland.
Back to the top of the order. Here's Mr. Hoagland. Ground out, reached on an error, and struck out.
Looks like they're going to put him on, Doug.
Wow. I don't think I've had an intentional walk all season.
He's going to put him on. Set up a force everywhere.
With the bases loaded and one out, he'll bring up right fielder Christian Science.
So they rather face Christian Science here.
Who has walked, grounded out, and singled and scored a run.
Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner over at, actually, a courtesy runner for the catcher.
For Alejandro. It's number 3.
So bases juiced here for the Mustangs. 1 down, bottom of the 6th, tied at 4.
That's Zepeda running for Alejandro.
See if the Mustangs can cash in here.
Foul ball. Wow. Oh, that was it, too.
That would have really blown things open here for the Mustangs. Just foul. First base side right there.
Everybody in maroon and gray took a big, deep sigh of relief. Like,
yeah. Coach Garcia right there pointing fair, trying to get the call.
Oh, of course.
You got to sell it. You got to sell it.
Absolutely. You don't have to do too much in this thing. Just get a hit. Outside ball 1. You don't have to try to get a grand slam, even though it would be nice for you as a batter. You would love to get one, but base hit wins.
Just get it to the outfield.
Strike 2. Yeah, pop one up out there. Far enough to bring a run home.
Yeah.
And you've done your job. Ground ball over to Terry. Throw is in time.
That will drive in a run, and the Mustangs once again with the lead here, Doug, 5-4.
So Gomez comes home. There is a 6-5 put out here, 1 away. He runners at first and second with 1 out. And here's Reyes.
2 outs brings up Aiden Reyes.
5-4 King. Outside ball 1. As good as Terry's pitch today. If King hangs on to win, what a masterful performance from that young man on the mound. Strike 1 on the outside corner. 1-1. You can hear Coach Gonzalez. That voice, you hear it?
Yeah. Unmistakable.
That's popped up. And they're going to end the inning with a fly ball out in the left to end it. The Mustangs get a run. They lead 5-4. Top 7 coming up. Can the Mustangs hang on and win? Find out. Don't go anywhere.
Looking for a vehicle you can trust? Visit the Taggart Group in Portland, right off Highway 181. For over 30 years, they've been helping Coastal Bend drivers find quality vehicles they can rely on. They offer a strong selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Taggart Group are also the only local Big Tex and Liberty trailer dealer. They offer aggressive trade appraisals and will buy your vehicle even if you're not currently in the market to trade. See their inventory at thetaggartgroup.com or call 361-643-6900.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I didn't know it was a blood cancer. It's one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time, and I didn't feel like eating. This can feel scary, but if you know what to look for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you can get in touch with Blood Cancer United. They were there for me, and they can be there for you too.
King Mustangs hold a 1-run lead over the Flower Bluff Hornets. So due up is Jay Johnson, and back to the top of the order, Benjamin Terry and Ray Aguilar. The 9-1-2. And there, it's not number 10, Jay Johnson. That's number 13. Coming up for the Hornets. 13 is that's Escamilla. First pitch into Escamilla is strike one. His older brother Ben played football for Flower Bluff. Of course, I went to high school with their dad, Dr. Mark Escamilla. Strike two on the outside corner.
Dr. Mark Escamilla. Why do I know that name?
Del Mar College.
Del Mar College.
High school teammate of mine. Ground ball to Gomez, deep, off of his foot and into the outfield.
Good start for the Hornets here.
Runner first, no out. He'll bring up Benjamin Terry.
They're going to courtesy run for Escamilla. And that's number 10.
So Johnson will re-enter for himself.
Benjamin Terry with the double, a fly out, and a fly out. Oh, nice pitch, strike one. Ground ball, flips to second, throws to first. In time, double play. Wow. Wow.
And the King Mustangs 1 out away here.
Brings up Aguilar, who has scored 3 of the 4 Hornets runs. Reached on an error, walked, and tripled. Takes the first pitch outside, ball one. King with a chance to shut the door on the Hornets. Ooh, good pitch, but ball 2. Swing and a miss. Strike number 1. Ritter's done a nice job today.
Both pitchers have done a really good job.
Fouled off. Strike 2. Who's your candidate for player of the game?
It's a good question there, Doug. Might be the young man dealing this pitch right here.
Off the end of the bat, foul. Alberts votes for Ritter. He was at 80 pitches a while ago. The 2-2 to the net.
Gomez chasing his cap down over there at second base. The wind's picked up a little bit there, Doug.
Right. And there's a plunk on the shoulder. It's going to bring up the catcher, Bradley Terry, who has singled, and flied out.
The catcher, Bradley Terry.
The Hornets said, don't be talking about player of the game too soon here.
Right. Gomez has scored 2 of the Mustangs' runs, same as Christian Saenz. Ball's hit high, and it's back deep, and it's back to Hoagland, and he makes the grab, and the Mustangs win. Knock off the Flower Bluff Hornets here, a score of 5-4.
These two teams will split the season series, and that's a big win for the King Mustangs.
Huge. Congratulations to Coach Gonzalez and the Mustangs. That's going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching on the MIC Sports Network. Go ahead and end it off there. We'll be back with you guys too.